Hello everyone and welcome to day 5 and stretching program to help us de-stress our bodies and minds. So this is our most active practice today. So we are going to start standing. If you don't have a carpet or even a mat, even a hardwood floor is okay because we're pretty much standing the whole time, and hardwood floor is probably better than carpet just so you're not sliding. So let's stand at the top of our mat. I will say if you've got socks on, you will probably want to remove them. So we're just going to start standing here in Tadasana. We know this pose, palms facing down, and we're just going to close our eyes, grounding down with our feet, just taking a few calming breaths. Just notice if we're swaying here, just root down through the toes, engage the quads, engage the core. Just letting your body and mind try and find some stillness here. Enjoying. 2 more breaths. And last one. We're going to do a nice modified sun salutation here. So a little more active today. As we inhale, sweep the arms up, reach them overhead. As you exhale, fold forward into a nice forward fold. We're going to stay here for a second and notice your hamstrings are probably really tight. So bend your knees if you have to take the pressure off your back. Let the head hang here. You can grab opposite arm, opposite elbow here for a little ragdoll. We just rock side to side. Maybe we slowly try and straighten up those legs. That's it. Nice, slow, gentle movement here. Last breath. And we're going to release our arms. Try and straighten the legs here. Give me another big inhale to halfway lift. Nice flat back. Hands to the shins. Exhale, fold forward, and then step it back to plank. Drop to the knees, and then we're going to exhale. Elbows hug tight as we lower all the way down to the ground. This is our chaturanga. We're going to inhale, just lift the chin, lift the chest, or maybe cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, we're going to press up through that tabletop. Bring the knees under the hips, and we're going to curl the toes under as we exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to pedal out our feet here, just opening up the back of our legs. And if you lift the heel up, the opposite heel up, you'll feel a little bit of stretch under the foot as well. Again, keep your knees soft here. Just trying to warm it up. And then find some stillness here for your last 2 breaths. If you can't keep the back straight, just bend the knees. And when we're ready, we're going to look towards our hands. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to step our feet to our hands. Nice exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees as we inhale. Reach your eyes. Come to standing as we sweep the arms up. Palms come up overhead. Exhale through heart center. And release. That is our modified flow. Remember, you can always take that with our next sun salutation if you choose. I'm going to keep the right leg where it is. I'm going to step the left foot back so the toes are pointing to the left. Going into warrior 2. So if you're not familiar with warrior 2, all we're going to do is we're going to lunge into that right leg, but the left toes face the side. If you notice your knee is going over your toes, just lengthen your stance. You want a nice long stance as we bring the arms out into a T. And your gaze comes to the right middle fingers. Pushing those hips forward. This is just a nice, easy pose here. Exhale, relax into those hips a little deeper. Again, feel free to adjust your legs. We really want to sink deep, deep, deep into our legs. Making sure our feet aren't sliding. We want to grip our toes kind of into the floor of the mat, wherever you are. We're only doing just this one little standing sequence. Then we're going to go back to our flow. And we'll switch sides. Perfect. Side angle. Right arm to right thigh as the left arm reaches up and over. So I'm putting my weight in my right arm. Left arm is reaching up. And I'm still sinking those hips down. I'm pushing those hips down. I can get even deeper here as I lean forward, as long as that back left leg and foot are firmly planted on the ground. Just keep looking in front of you or wherever's comfortable for your neck today. This is just getting good into our hips. Relaxing that shoulder blade back into its socket. One more breath here. Keeping the legs where they are, we're going to inhale both arms up, reverse our warrior. Left arm to left leg, right arm reaches up and over. I'm going to bring my gaze just slightly up. This time I'm reaching up and over. So keep that lunge. Little crunch in the left side for lateral bend here in the torso. But we are reaching back behind us. Again, that right shoulder is strong, but not shrugging. And you can bring your left arm behind your back, palm facing away if you'd like. Remember, options, options, options. 2 more breaths. Nothing too intense today. These are some standing poses, so your quads may feel a little worked. But as you try and focus on staying strong and getting deeper, your mind should let everything else go. Let's inhale back to warrior 2 for 2 breaths. Sink a little deeper here, last breath. Good. We're going to bring our hands to our hips. I'm going to bend a little more generously in that right leg. Lift the back knee so I can step it forward. We're going to do a full sun salutation. Remember, you can feel free to modify, which was the first one we did. Releasing the hands as we inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back, a little quicker here. Exhale, fold forward. I'm going to bend my knees so I can plant the hands and step it back into a plank as I inhale. Exhaling, halfway down or drop to the knees, chaturanga. You're going to inhale, lift up, dog or cobra. Lifting the chin, lifting the chest. As we exhale, we're all in our downward facing dog for 5 breaths. A lot of times we move through our downward dogs a little quickly. We don't hold them because we're so rushed to do everything else. But today I want to take this time to enjoy. So focus on keeping those quads engaged as we lift the kneecaps up just a little bit off the shins, helping release those hamstrings as we press the chest towards the thighs and lift that tailbone to the sky. Give me one more big breath here. When you're ready, we're going to look to our hands. You can bend your knees. You can hop or step your feet to your hands. So you come into that nice forward fold. You give a nice inhale for half of the nice flat back. Exhaling, falling forward, soften the knees as we inhale, come to rise, sweep the arms up, come to standing, palms come together, exhale through heart center, and release. You can stay where you are. I'm just going to go to the other side of the mat, so I am still facing you. We're going to do our other side. You can bring your hands to your hips, if you like, or leave them by your side as we step the right foot back. Nice, generous, big step. You may want to walk it back so the toes face the right. And we're lunging in, coming to our warrior 2. You kind of want your heel to intersect in the middle of that foot, so you're making almost like a T if they were together. Lift up that back arm and lunge. Remember, if you're over lunging your front knee, tighten your stance. Adjust yourself. Listen to that body. Tune into it. Often we feel very stressed and we manifest these symptoms in our body. But if we just took a few deep breaths and listen to ourselves, relax the shoulders, relax the face, a little stretch here, a little twist there, it can make a huge difference on how we feel physically and how we respond to those stressors. Keep taking those nice big breaths. And last one here. Side angle pose, left arm to left thigh, right arm reaches up and over, my left palm is up, right palm faces down. And I'm still sinking those hips down. Again, a lot of us tend to overstretch. You want to keep your torso facing the right side. A lot of people will try and reach down and then they collapse. Stay up with me. This is a nice gentle practice. So don't worry about going super deep today. Focus on the pose, focus on the breath. Keep that core tight. One more big breath here. Then we're going to inhale, both arms up, keep the legs where they are, reverse your warrior, right arm to right thigh, left arm reaches up and over. Again, you can take that right hand and bring it behind your body. Or you can keep it on the thigh as long as you're not putting too much pressure, or any pressure really, in that knee. That's it. Sink a little lower in the hips as we crunch back behind us. Pretending there's 2 planes of breath. Last that is keeping our body only moving forward and backwards here. That's it. Lunge, lunge, lunge. Last breath here. I'm going to inhale back to warrior two, arms up to that nice T gaze, single fingers. Just one more breath here. We're going to bring our hands to our hips. We want to lift that back heel as we step ourselves forward into a nice standing position, releasing the hands. We are going to flow. Remember, modify if you need to. As we inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold them forward, keep those legs straight. Up the head, inhale, halfway lift. Keep those shoulder blades pinched together. Exhale, falling forward. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. Exhale, halfway down, chaturanga. Drop your knees if you have to. Good. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the chest for up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, find some stillness here, pressing through all 10 fingertips. Trying to get your chest pressing to the legs. Back is flat. We're breathing into the back of our legs. As we pull our heels down. One more big breath here. And we're going to finish our Sun Salutation, our surrender star A. As we look towards our hands, we're going to hop or step our feet to our hands. As we exhale, forward fold. Inhale, nice halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Soften the knees. Inhale, lift to rise. Come to standing as we sweep the arms up. Palms come together. Exhale, through heart center. And release. I'm just going to turn to face you. We're going to do a little crescent side to side. So we can inhale, sweep your arms up again, clasping the fingers. So pulling the hands up to keep the shoulders down. You can bring your big toes together if you like. As we inhale here. As we exhale, let's crescent over to the right, hips to the left. So reaching up and over with this left side. And then inhaling, coming back up. Exhale over to the left. Hips to the right. Just hold for breath. Let's speed that up. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling to the right. Hips to the left. Inhaling up. Exhaling over to the left. One more each. Follow that breath. Take it slow. Take it deep. Good. Inhale, come up. I'm just going to turn so you can see what's going on. And exhale, bring the hands behind me, little crescent with the heart. And then I'm going to bring one hand at a time into my back pockets. Push the shoulder blades down. As I soften the knees for a little standing camel. I'm going to look up to the sky as long as the body allows that. I want to feel a little stretch right down the front side of the body. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Keep trying to pull those elbows together. That's it. Breath here. And we're going to inhale, come up. Release the hands. We're going to do a half lift just to move down to the ground, just to finish up. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward, sweep the arms down, let the head hang. Inhale, coming halfway lift. Exhaling, fold it forward. Inhale, step back to plank. Not drop to our knees, and exhale, come all the way down. I just want to do a little space here. So as we inhale, let's come up onto our forearms, our elbows are below our shoulders, palms are facing down. Keep on your shrugging your shoulders. You can just lift up. And I love this pose. Again, it's a little bit of a heart opener, but also lets us really hone in on our body. A lot of times we want to squeeze our glutes, so we gotta focus on actually relax once. Just making sure you're not pressing up into anything. If you want to go deep, you can lift up off your elbows as well. Press into the palms, but you don't have to. Just find yourself pressing the pelvis into the ground, letting those glutes release. Front to the nice, just relaxing pose. Keep One more big breath here. Then I'm going to bring my hands under my shoulders, drop to your elbows if you're up, or to the ground. Nice big inhale here. As you exhale, I'm going to press up into tabletop. I'm going to bring my knees knuckles width apart, big toes together. As I exhale, sink into child's pose. This is our final resting pose here. Letting the forehead come to the ground. You can keep this active if you want to use your hands to press into the mat, or maybe lift the forearms off the mat. I'm going to keep it passive here. And just focus on the nice hip and spinal release as I breathe into the mat. Letting myself be calm, letting myself be relaxed. And if you find your mind starting to wander, just focus on all the points that your body is making contact with the mat. You know, focus on pressing the palms and the fingers, maybe the forearms, the forehead, the knees, the shins, the feet, the toes. Just focus on that sensation they provide. As you start to elongate your breath even more now, taking those nice big, slow, deep breaths. Last two just like that. And last one. If you'd like, you can stay here longer. We're not going into Shavasana. You can stay here as long as you like. If you want to come with me, you can walk yourself up onto your knees. I'm going to keep my knees a little splayed. I'll just turn to face you. My big toes together, but if you prefer, you can bring them in. And I'm just going to bring my hand to prayer. If this doesn't serve you, please just come on to your bum and find a comfortable seated position where you keep the spine long. And we're all going to close or downcast our eyes. Just taking a few centering breaths here again. Being thankful for ourselves for just taking this time, knowing that all it takes is a few deep breaths and a few nice stretches to bring ourselves back within, try to find our balance of our mental health, our balance within the body, just that work to enjoyment balance as well, really focusing on what truly matters. So as always, thank you for showing up today, and I hope you enjoyed this stretch. I'll leave you with a nice little namaste. And when you're ready, move slowly and gently, and don't forget to grab some water when you're ready to go, and we'll see you guys back next time. Enjoy your weekend.